Welcome back to the Unfocused podcast with your two favourite people and your two favourite podcasters. I'm Dan and I'm joined with Matt.
It was a lot better than my one last time anyway, so it's a good start.
It's your boys. Right, just a quick note, I am slightly ill, so if I sniffle, cough, I apologise. Please excuse me.
And then before we get started into anything, Christine Dugmore, who commented in our last podcast, says that Jake versus Gibb, we said was only on The Zone, I think, in the last podcast. She has corrected us, and it is on Sky Sports as well, which neither of us are aware of. So anybody out there from the UK who does want to watch it, that one there is for you.
We've been rightfully put in our place.
I am ashamed of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first topic of today. Not one I don't think you're going to be able to get in on as much as perhaps the other two.
I'm not too informed.
But the first one is about You, Season 3.
If anyone doesn't know, it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. The Netflix Originals. Season 2 has just come out on the 26th of December, so it's a few weeks gone by now, so I hope everyone has watched it. Season 3 isn't coming out until 9th of April 2021.
2021.
So
wow.
Yeah, quite a way away.
Jesus
a little bit disappointed, but I'm imagining they're going to put quite a bit behind it.
Well, I'm imagining if the production
nice.
is going to take that long, it's going to be really a high end, hopefully, for fans. Yeah.
Well, if it's anything like the last two seasons, and I said I would talk about the last two seasons just to have something to say, really. Season 1 was brilliant. It was, to be honest, it's the best series I've watched for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Like I thought it was phenomenal. I know there's been like a few mixed reviews, but the people who do like it very, very highly.
Question: where has that half a star gone? Why is it only 9.5 out of 10? I say only 9.5. I don't know.
I guess I was hoping that they'd find a way to up it.
Right.
In season 2.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this is amazing.
Yes.
But I feel like they can. I don't know. I feel like they're going to blow me out of the water even more for season 2, because it was left on a cliffhanger in season 1.
Right.
So I was like, I know there's going to be a season 2. And obviously that one came out end of last year. It was I gave the one on season 2. I gave that 8.5. So it dropped a little bit.
What was it? Because plot, characters. What was it? Why did it drop?
I don't think there was. I don't know. I don't know why there was. You know, that's something. At the end of the day, 8.5 was still a good score. But I'm not sure. I think because you've seen a few things that happen in season 1, you're not as surprised.
Yeah, I think
in
it's
season 2.
Original first season. It's your first time viewing it. You're hyped. It's your first experience of the series. So. This was more of a special occasion.
They did bring in one of my favourite actresses in season 2 as one of the main characters, a character called Love. Now, the woman who plays her is a woman called Victoria Pendretti. I'm not sure whether you would have heard of her.
If I'm honest, I've never heard of her. But then again, I don't really know many actors or actresses, so...
So she also played Nellie in one of my other favourite series, Haunted at Hill House.
You have suggested for me to watch that again. I have not.
I have. Yeah. Not yet.
No, not yet.
Still working
I will.
But she's one of the main characters in that as well. I mean, the series isn't necessarily focused around her in Haunted at Hill House, but she's definitely one of the focal points of it. Nice. She's obviously then, like I say, one of the main characters in season 2, and I prefer her as Love to Guinevere Beck, who was the girl Joe Goldberg, the main character's love interest in season 1. So I actually prefer her as a character.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to her than there was Beck, in my opinion. So there was, you had to find out a lot more about her. It took a bit longer, I think. I think Beck was a bit of, I don't know, she was a bit spoiled. I felt.
Yeah.
And then Love didn't take any of that for granted.
Yeah.
And as the season goes on, without making any spoilers,
I like that.
We'll go into a spoiler in a bit. But...
I like that in series where characters always develop, you learn more about them, and it's never stale. That's nice.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's partly why I think this series is so good, because they're, I mean, I wouldn't say relatable in some terms. I wouldn't say relatable, but they're real.
Yeah.
You can kind of connect with them, whether you think, part of you agrees with them or not.
Yeah.
They're real.
It's hard-hitting, emotional.
Yeah, well, Joe Goldberg, like I say, his main character, he comes across as a charming guy. He is romantic.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to him on the mysterious side, on the darker side, and you figure that out as you go along season 1. So obviously it's there for season 2.
Yeah.
But he still amazes you what he does, and he goes to another level to keep himself just that little bit hidden from a normal perspective. And obviously, like I say, I think that's possibly why I dropped it a little bit in ratings, because you know a little bit of what's coming.
Yeah, I suppose they can only do so much.
Yeah, I think with his character, they certainly can.
Yeah.
Like, they explained a lot more of his backstory
in
season 2, which I really, really liked.
Nice. Yeah.
They explained
Story development,
Love's background as well,
right?
And then why the two were so, I mean, in my eyes anyway, perfect.
Yeah.
For one another. The only thing I think was the big hard hitter for me, thinking, oh, I don't know about that, I don't like this, was the ending. Was the very last 5 to 10 seconds
really?
of the whole season. I think that was the only point I looked at and I went, oh, I don't know about that, I don't like that.
Was that because of what they chose to do with it, or?
Yes. Yeah. So I'd have been happy to have left it where it was.
Yeah.
Like 10, 20 seconds before the end. I'd have been happy to leave it there and kind of accept that for what it was. And again, without saying too much about it, I was really, really happy with what happened and what the outcome was. They added this extra 5-10 seconds.
Yeah.
Something changes and it leads you down another road where there's going to be a season 3, and it's going to be a very, very interesting one, especially knowing what happens with the characters in season 2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting to see how people get provoked, I'll say.
Yeah. So do you feel like they ended it in season 2 that way because they felt like they needed to make a season 3? Like, did it feel forced?
You know what? No, it didn't feel forced, which was good. I was happy that it didn't feel unnatural.
Was it just a personal opinion that you didn't like the ending, or was it just a bad ending?
I think it was personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because of my like for some of the characters.
Yeah. I see.
I was disappointed that it turned out the way it did.
Yeah.
So I think personally, as an ending, it's good because it shows more of Joe's character.
Right. Okay.
The season 2, they kind of developed him more and showed him more as this darker character.
Yes.
Because season 1, they had a lot of fangirls and that sort of thing
I see.
coming across and saying, "Oh my God, I'm in love with Joe. Oh, he's such a great guy."
Yeah.
And there's a part of the series, no spoilers, but there's a part of the series where he does something really grim.
Right. Okay.
Really, really grim. And they said they put it in there to try and pull people away from this attraction to him. To this kind of, he's such a great guy.
Yeah. See.
So it was I think the full season was trying to show it's not all this great. But I didn't care. I still got it brilliant.
Yeah. See, for the listeners, I haven't seen you, but I've seen things about it online. So I know some parts. I know some things. Really, I don't know anything really in depth, but from Joe's character, it seems he's a very interesting one. He seems to be very stereotypical sort of character in his personality traits. I'll say that.
Yes, yeah, you can definitely see some similarities between him and then other characters which have been put in other films. Not to his extent, weirdly. I think he as a person might be quite new.
Yeah.
But his traits.
So traits-wise, I don't know if I should say this, but it might be a bit of a spoiler. I want to compare him to someone.
Okay.
So from what I know, I would compare him to Ted Bundy.
So I thought you were going to say that, funnily enough.
Yeah.
I would.
Obviously, I have no idea if that is correct, but that's what it seems to me from an outside opinion.
In terms of his charm,
yes,
and his charisma and that sort of thing, I definitely think he could fall in line.
Yeah.
But he didn't go after certain things for the same outcome.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a character that never intends certain things to go certain ways.
Yeah.
And that's a genuine. That's who he is. He doesn't mean them to go this way, but they always seem to lean towards a certain outcome, even though he's not intended them to.
Well, that's interesting. I mean,
whereas I don't know whether Ted Bundy then would have been the guy to want to make it happen. Yeah. He's not that kind of guy.
So you speaking about this has piqued my interest. I'll say that.
It's definitely worth watching for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's not a particularly long 2 seasons. I don't know how many episodes there is exactly. Probably around 20-something episodes, low 20s. So it's not an awful long, and I got through it in a few days, to be honest. And obviously, I loved it so much, but I got it done within a few days. So anyone who's hearing this definitely would recommend, 100%.
That's always good, I mean, some people who make series always, strive for it to be recommended.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. So I think that's.
Let's say that wraps up that subject or topic.
Wrapped up. Everybody watch it. Thank you, and then get back to us in the comments. Tell us what you think.
Absolutely no excuses from anyone.
I'm interested to see what the general. I've not seen a hell of a lot of the reviews.
It'd be nice to see some opinions in the comments.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in it, and then what people think if you have seen the first 2 seasons, where you think season 3 is going to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'd like to kind of have some theories.
If you write any spoilers, maybe just write beforehand. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, a big capital spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, please.
Yeah.
And then something a bit more new.
Yep.
Something that, as of recording this, has come out today.
We're on the ball.
Is Eminem's new album.
Yeah. So, just like his last album, it's another surprise album. He just dropped it on us.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of him making music at his age now? Do you think he should, obviously he's getting on a bit, I'm not saying he's old, but do you think he should leave his legacy behind and, or should he
to be honest,
continue?
I wouldn't say I would, to be honest. I don't think there's a point you should turn around and just tell it, he should stop. I don't think there's ever going to be that point where he's got this legacy now, he can just stop.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he still has many fans who want the music, the content.
That's what I mean. So he just he keeps going, and he's not produced. I mean, he has produced bad songs, but he hasn't ever got to a point where you've just gone, he's a rubbish rapper.
Yeah, I mean, to have produced as many songs as him and wrote so many lyrics and still be original and creative, that is impressive. I will admit.
He's done a lot of songs as well, for films.
Yeah.
So films still want him. Films still think he's relevant. That sort of company still thinks he's a good market.
He definitely has a lot of talent, and while I may not be a fan per se, I'm not. I wouldn't say I really enjoy his music. I like some songs from him. I'm not an avid listener sort of thing, but he is a talented person. I can't take that away from him.
I think, to be honest, my favourite album that he's ever done was possibly Kamikaze. I think that's the one I've listened to the most.
I'd say purely the same as that, because I didn't listen to his older music when at the time, and now trying to listen to that now, I don't feel like it's the same. I don't really I don't particularly like his older songs. His newer songs I much prefer to his older stuff, which obviously for some people it's going to be completely the opposite way around.
Yes, yeah. I don't know what I'd say is kind of like, would you say he's got a separate audience now to what he did, say, a few years ago?
I'd definitely say yes, because of the generational change. With people, with kids growing up now, there's going to be a different, a different younger audience than what there was back then, and the generation from like currently is a lot different to how it was back then. So I'm not sure how he's really perceived among year 10s, 16-year-olds, 15, 16. I'm not sure he's
still in school talk there, year 10s.
Yeah. Because obviously, in the 2000s, kids that age, I imagine, they were all over him. It's
quite new then, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, he dropped an album in 2000. I know that much. For the past 3 decades, he's dropped an album for the first year of the decade, which I don't know if that's coincidence or what.
Yeah. I mean, maybe after the first 2, for this one, he thought,
yeah, you know what,
I could keep this trend going.
Yeah. I don't know. He's definitely got a lot of potential still, I think.
Like I said, I don't feel like there needs to be an end point for him.
I think, it'll come to a natural end, like, as most things do. Yeah.
What did you think of this? Well, the songs that you have listened to from this album.
So I've listened to about the first half of the album. I didn't listen to the others purely because, as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I got, I can't remember the name of the song. I think it was the one after Godzilla with Juice WRLD. I think I listened to that one and I stopped. I'd say the first half of it, I didn't expect in the intro for the woman to start singing. I was pleasantly surprised by that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was different. I thought, yeah.
I did find it also pretty interesting because in the middle of the album he has an intro for a song, which is a set.
See, I saw that. I didn't. I haven't listened to it, but I saw that. I thought that was weird.
Yeah. Again, it's being unique, which is it's always
was
good.
Stepdad or something?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. So his uniqueness is obviously a very good thing to have, and I imagine he did that because of, I imagine it's going to be a pretty deep song lyrically wise. So he wanted to intro the song, and maybe, I haven't listened to the intro. I imagine it's only 15 seconds long, I think. So he probably just says a quick what the song's about, maybe, or why you wrote it.
Yeah, why you brought this album out. I hope to give some sort of back to this.
It seems like quite a personal album.
I was thinking that, especially because I saw a little bit of the music video to Darkness.
Right.
And I was actually speaking to a colleague about it earlier, and saying how there was a lot to it. It just seemed, it was quite an eerie kind of atmosphere to it, that sort of thing.
The song Marsh, he starts it off with is I'm a Martian. So I was like,
okay.
So obviously, Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
So I think he's being personal. He's being himself, real. It seems raw.
Yeah. Do you reckon he's kind of taken a little bit of that Marsh from NF? With he's obviously got his Nate, and then he's talking about himself. Do you reckon he's kind of taken a little bit of that?
A bit of inspiration. I believe it was in the intro song. He mentioned Tech Nine. I think you've heard of him.
Yeah, Tech Nine.
Which I do enjoy his music. He did a song with a guy, another rapper called Token. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. I mentioned him before. I really like that song, and it was nice to hear him shout out Tech Nine. The thing with Eminem is he's very whilst he may not always express it, he's very, very interested in the rap game. He's very clued up on who's up and coming, who's massive. He definitely is a very opinionated person, because within his songs he'll fire shots at anyone. Now, one thing that is slightly controversial with the album, I don't know if you saw it, was he mentioned the Ariana Grande Manchester bombing.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
So I'm not entirely sure what he said, but people on Twitter are really not happy, and the hashtag Eminem is over party is trending.
Oh God.
So yeah, he's just a controversial man, opinionated, and I don't think that's a bad thing. It can, it creates speak about him. It creates talk, and as they say, any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, obviously, it's not a good publicity stunt, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it will get people talking. It will
definitely
get people on about the album.
Well, he survived his career. He survived through a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's a big name. He's a big character. I think he's good, to be honest. As unhappy as people get, he's still going to have so many devoted and loyal fans, regardless.
To me, I think he is the best rapper of all time. Not my favourite.
Yeah.
I think, I think you can always have the argument of who's the best, who's the most influential. I think you can always have that.
Yeah.
To me, my opinion is he's the best.
Yeah.
I think he's done a hell of a lot. Not to say nobody else has come close to him.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, Tupac and that sort of thing have done a hell of a lot. But I think he edges that, and I think he, to me, gets that crown that you are the best in that category.
If I'm honest, I might be slightly ignorant to the fact of what he's done for the rap game, because I didn't listen to him when I was growing up. I don't know why. I just didn't know him. I don't think really.
It took me a while, because obviously I've not always been into rap.
Yeah.
So when I got into it, it wasn't him that brought me into it. But he's been a big part of what I've listened to since then.
Yeah.
And going back and listening to previous stuff, I can see why he's got so big and where he is.
Definitely.
Whether you kind of like him, hate him.
I mean, there's a reason he's so big. Like, you don't get so talked about and so popular because you're trash.
No, exactly.
He's, like I said, he's a talented man, and you can't take that away from him, to be honest.
I mean, this Godzilla track with the new supersonic speed is a very, very good just little part of that song.
Yeah.
The whole song itself is particularly good.
Yeah,
but,
I do quite like
that part is another level to me. Obviously in Rap God he was very quick.
Very.
I didn't think that was the fastest bit of the song, personally. The bit which everybody still talks about. I didn't think that was the fastest bit.
No?
But I think what I've listened to in Godzilla just trumps that anyway.
Yeah.
I think that puts,
What I liked about Godzilla when he did rap really fast was I could hear the rhymings and the wordplay. It was very nice to listen to. Sort of.
It was fluid, wasn't it?
Yeah, very. He's very
really
good
fluid.
at pronunciation and things like that, though. I mean, there's a reason he can rap so fast.
Yeah.
His mouth does wonders, and I can't imagine what the women say. But he's definitely an influential person. Now, obviously, you've had your go at learning Rap God. Will you try and learn Godzilla?
Maybe if the listeners are lucky, maybe I'll
please,
I'll
live on air.
Drop that one.
Please.
I don't know how many likes I'd ask for that, but
at least 50,000.
We'll see. 50,000 likes. I said 20k for
a diss track. Yeah.
For a diss track, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Do you want to spark some beef just like Eminem does? Do you want to shout out anyone you want to start this diss track on?
Contagious Gamer. It's the only person I can think of.
That was a bit sneaky, mate.
That was very sneaky.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure he'll be listening anyway to all of it. I'm sure.
No, I'm not sure if this is going to be a good segue, but speaking of snaky, there's a lot of snakes on social media these days, aren't there?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but
it was a bit iffy, but yeah. So yes, our third topic is social media, and basically we're just going to give our opinions on it. You know, whether it's a bad or good thing, how it's influenced everyone.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I'll let you kind of take the reins on this one, but it's going to be interesting.
Well, it's a bit of a deeper topic, I guess, because it's something we all use. I see people on Twitter say that they wouldn't even have Twitter if it wasn't so crucial for their brand, such as YouTubers, interacting with fans, posting videos, letting people know when their videos go live. But I don't think that's true. I don't believe people when they say they would just give up social media, because it's almost like it is an addiction for 99% of people.
I would definitely class it as an addiction. I think we're all kind of in the bracket of we have been or we are addicted to some sort of.
It influences us all, and it's constantly I'll just check Instagram, see what's going on. I'll just check Twitter. I'll just load up Snapchat, see what people are posting. And it's just like we just do it without thinking. That's the thing. It's so ingrained in us now. Our generation is so technology focused that it's just the normal.
It's kind of built around us now, isn't it, to encapsulate us a little bit.
Definitely, they've done an excellent job of retaining everyone, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a quick, not so deep question. What's your favourite social media?
Instagram.
Yeah.
By far, because they take a lot of those photos, black and white, and
caption
aesthetic shots, that kind of thing,
Nice.
No, it's definitely Instagram. I feel like I can do a lot more on there than anything else. I feel like Facebook is full of just silly posts and that sort of thing, and Snapchat is, you don't keep any of that.
Facebook is for old mums posting minion memes, old granddads being racist, and that's about it.
But I feel like Instagram for me is this. What about you?
So in terms of scrolling through and finding quality content that I actually laugh at, it'd be Twitter. For posting on, I prefer Snapchat out of everything. I don't really know why Snapchat. I think I actually quite like the fact that it disappears. And also you can, save it to your memories. Also, everyone can't see that, but it's just for personal use, which I kind of prefer. It's more like you just take a quick snip. I don't like I post often, but when I do, it's just like you can post this quickly, people can see it, and then that's it. It's done, it's gone. I quite like that fact. Instagram. I don't know. I've never really used it. I use it for scrolling and stuff, but posting wise, personal use, not really. What do you think of them removing likes?
No, I feel like there's a few different ways you can look at this. So you can look at it from, let's go from our level. Someone who gets 20, 30 likes. Yeah. I'd like to say I don't pay attention to the likes, and I'd say as a whole, to be honest, I don't really pay attention. So if they got rid of that sort of thing, wouldn't really matter to me, because I post them more for my sake.
Yeah, that's fair. On
my Instagram than anything else.
That's interesting, because I feel like I do pay attention to the likes, but I don't let it affect me either way, because I don't care about the likes, but I do pay attention to them.
So obviously I noticed they're there.
Yeah, obviously.
And that sort of thing, and I see the numbers. But I don't know. I don't think I ever really kind of delve into it or look at it and think, oh god, yeah, I got this many. I don't know. To me, it's just kind of brushed over.
Yeah. See, obviously, Rota Shaw. If you don't know him, get to know him. Yeah. So he was on about the likes, and he was selected as a random person from the UK to remove his likes, and he was like, he was fuming about it because.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he was really, he was in an alright state over it. He was like, I want to see if a photo's done well, or what people are actually liking, what they want to see, which is, fair enough. But then, it depends what type of person you are and how those likes affect you and what you do with those likes, what you do with the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's different ways of looking at it. So for me, like I say, don't look at them. For you, you look at them, but it doesn't affect you. But for some people, a lot of people, and it's one of the big negatives of social media as a whole, doesn't matter whether it's Instagram, whatever, people do get affected by it.
Definitely.
And they do think that things mean less, or it's not as good because they're not getting that sort of recognition, I suppose.
I mean, say these all these Instagram models nowadays, there's tons of them. If they post, or if they upload a photo or a short video, and it is like, if it got 10% of what it would usually get, they would really be in a dark place, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
because
and a lot of them you see edit it as well.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean,
and it kind of adds to that,
I think it was.
That's why they get.
I can't remember who it was specifically, but I think it was an Everton player. Do you see he edited abs onto his picture after he scored a goal? He had his top up, he lifted it up over his face.
Yeah, I think it was Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
He edited the abs onto his stomach.
It's just
and then
interesting.
Obviously everyone picked it up.
I guess it's because, he's a famous person, and he'll get comments, and he'll read them, I imagine. So he doesn't want to see any negativity, and it's like, I feel like if you really do get affected by those comments, disable them, because you can't just live your life being fake.
I think, again, like I say, with the models and that sort of thing, which do edit, we can talk about, obviously, it doesn't give a good impression of women or men.
No, for
men,
sure.
Because you get the male models as well. It doesn't give a good impression to that, and I feel like, especially if you're having to edit that sort of, the muscle on.
Yeah.
I know it's never going to be as easy as just be happy.
No.
With what you look like, with what you've got, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's bad that social media encourages
definitely
that sort of behaviour, from whether it's from a model, whether it's from a normal, it encourages that behaviour of you want to look different to impress.
Yeah, because now I'm really thinking about it, I really do feel quite passionate about this, because it can be so detrimental to so many people and they don't even realise it. And it's like women literally will starve themselves, and it's like that breaks my heart. Like, it's like, man, it's so deep and so life changing. Like, literally just an app, an Instagram, it can literally change someone completely. It's man.
I don't know what the sort of solution would be, because I don't ever see a quick change of it. Obviously, getting rid of social medias and that sort of thing. I don't ever think that's going to be an outcome, is it?
No.
There's too many people benefiting from that sort 100%. Of thing.
I mean, now we have social media, I don't think. Well, there's definitely not a way to get rid of it, but I don't think there's a solution either. I think the only thing that can change is people's mindsets, and that isn't going to happen, really. Everyone can't change their mindset.
It's a long series of education and that sort of thing to kind of teach that out of people.
Man, it's so I don't even know the word. It's just complex.
I think the flip side, then you go into it, and obviously you can have the positives from that sort of thing.
Yeah,
which
you can get the highs, the boosts from seeing the likes, the comments.
or whether it's literally just because you're happy with the fact you posted this, or you're doing it for a confidence reason, or you're looking at it and you think,
be proud of yourself.
I look good in that. Yeah, that's, whether, again, you've gone to the gym, you've had a good session, you're feeling good about
like
that,
a big man,
think you just feel like you look good in your new trackies or something. Whatever the scenario is.
Yeah, you've got yourself down to JD Sports, bought yourself some trackies, and you're looking peng. You upload that photo. Don't let anyone stop you from feeding yourself, like.
As long as they're not blue. not a blue trackie guy.
No, that's fair.
I can't do it with blue trackies.
Hey, get over to Gymshark and get yourself a little vest, show out.
Oh no, we can't. No, they're not sponsored us. We don't condone that.
Go to My Protein instead. Create a rivalry.
No. We like My Protein a bit more, I reckon.
I mean, one thing I want to say about social media is the fact that it can create jealousy. Now, jealousy within social media is just gonna be there. It's just a natural thing. You see someone that you think is better looking than you, which is obviously subjective and opinionated. Like, someone might see me, I don't think so, and they think, wow, yeah, he's really good looking. But
I do.
And then they might see a male bodybuilder on Instagram and think, not for me.
Yeah.
But I'll see that male bodybuilder and think, I want to get big. And then, but it depends how you let that jealousy influence you. It's the same with everyone. It's like, if that jealousy inspires you because you want to change how you look, or you want to find that passion to drive for something, to just put your all into something, to further you as a person, to further your life, that is when jealousy can be a good thing. Now, jealousy is
kind of spurs you on to something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's inspiration, and having inspiration is key to life, to succeeding. Jealousy is usually used in a negative way, or used as a negative term, but it can fuel you, like. But then obviously it depends what sort of person you are, because then it can go completely the opposite way, and that jealousy can be such a detriment that it can. But if you sit there and like just wallow in your own self-pity, it is going to destroy you. It will affect you in such a negative way that you fall into a hole that is like, it just feels impossible to get out of, because you're like, so if I saw that male bodybuilder and I was sat here like, I just did nothing about it, and I kept playing on my mind, and it would drive me insane, like. I mean,
it ultimately comes down to how you use it.
Yeah.
How you use social media.
Definitely.
Obviously, again, it's difficult to kind of put it into your head that as soon as you see this person, you want to be like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
It could be, I don't want to be like that, or have it in a different way. If you use it the right way,
definitely,
it can be a benefit.
You just gotta be logical and a bit switched on. Just have the right mindset before you really drop, as mental health wise. Just take a step back and think. Think. I wanna.
I think it's interesting with.
Sorry. I just quickly just wanna. I just want people, the listeners, to know that there's literally nothing wrong with how they are, so don't feel like you have to conform to a certain way, or
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. It's just, what was you gonna say?
Yeah, just that I was interested on the mental health kind of side of it, coming away from sort of, I suppose, Instagram and photo sharing as much.
Yeah,
I think and I was thinking about this earlier, obviously in the prep to this, but the bullying side of things is interesting now, especially with when it wasn't such a big thing and you didn't have phones. I know this is boomer talk and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't have it at home. You didn't take it home with you.
Yeah, that is very true.
Today's when it's being used in that negative, again, depends how it's being used, but if it's used in that negative, people can keep on whilst
definitely.
you're in your safe zone.
Yeah, I mean, you're meant to go home where you're comfortable and you're still receiving that abuse. I mean, I've luckily never been a personal victim of bullying, but I imagine that there is less physical bullying now and more, obviously there's going to be more cyberbullying, but I imagine there is less physical bullying because people can just abuse a certain individual through social media, through technology, and it's non-stop. So I imagine, growing up in, say, the 90s, 80s, before that, it was more physical. At school, you'd be beat up, wherever. It's even bullying. It can be anything, man. It's even going as far as literally just poking someone, like constantly when
constant torment, that sort of thing. And again, when you come home, you'll be out of the way of that.
Yeah.
But with this kind of new,
I mean, at least you get some sort of rest with that. But this,
in the bad context. But then, again, on the flip side, if you can use that correctly, you've got that sort of connection with people that perhaps you wouldn't have the connection with. I left school, and a couple of my friends went off to uni. So I wouldn't have spoke to them without social media, but because of social media, I'm still in contact with them quite regularly.
It's definitely a good thing.
And we're still quite close. So you look at it that way, and then you've got that positive
also
behind it.
Different influence in different areas, such as the YouTubers. They will have fans who can message them and tell them how great they're doing, how what they think of them, like in such a positive way, and they can really boost their mood. So and
then when they go through hard times themselves, the viewers and that sort of thing, they've got someone to look up to,
definitely,
and drive them through that hard time. Someone to not even necessarily just inspire them, just to keep them going,
just distract
to
their
look
minds,
to.
Yes.
So it's definitely a seesaw in terms of what the benefits and then what the drawbacks are.
So complex.
The internet as a whole,
really.
Social media.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I feel like I'm lost for words now. It's like it's just so. There's so many different perceptions and views, and there will never be a correct answer. They can't.
Let us know. Let us know what you guys think as a whole.
Genuinely
interested. Got any sort of positives and negatives for it that perhaps we've missed that we haven't said. Let us know, and give us that little bit of talking.
I'm going off the top of my head here, lads. So man, lasses. So I might have missed something.
Both 50-50.
It's just so interesting.
It can always be a conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
As long as you've got that sort of dialogue.
Yeah,
I think it can be a good thing.
Yeah. Well,
I think social media can definitely be a good influence. It's just the negatives.
Yeah.
That can be that drawback.
Well, likes and things, they're validation for some people, which really boosts them. It makes them feel better about themselves. So it's so
give us loads of likes, so we're validated.
So we don't going off ourselves after this.
Keep us going, guys.
If you don't subscribe, you're contributing to our detrimental mental health. So
internet bullying.
Man, it's definitely an interesting conversation. I'm really interested in the whole thing, man.
It's a good kind of conversation to have, whether people disagree or agree on it. I think it's definitely a good topic.
Just another thing with it is people go on, say, Twitter, and they will post no, it's people like making up stories to get likes, you know. So
yeah,
or people making or copying jokes or reposting things for the likes, and it's like, why can't you just not? Like, you know, I use Reddit. I see people posting fake stories on there about all sorts of things just for some upvotes. Well, I mean, say
Reddit's a weird one.
Thousands of upvotes. I mean,
Reddit's
Reddit's a wild place.
To me.
Reddit's it's a very varied place, and there's a lot of things on there. There's a lot of different people, but yeah, there's such a whole world of social media, and we'll never give a straight answer, you know.
No, I don't think there will ever be.
No.
A direct
no.
You know, answer to it.
Just as we're sort of closing off, what would you say your opinion is as a whole, like good or bad, on all social media as a whole? You know, it's very general. But
I'd like to go on the positive side of it.
Yep.
And say, again, as a way to keep in contact.
Yeah.
As a way of, I suppose, promoting your own self-belief.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, and promoting how good you feel about yourself without the likes, taking the likes out of the equation, posting on there because you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd say as a whole, I'd like to think it's good. It's just disappointment that the negatives are there.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think as a whole.
Yeah.
I'd like to lean on the positive side
That's
of it.
Can I ask you to give a yes or no answer to my next question?
Yes.
Is social media good?
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. See, I agree, because my main form of social media, I believe it's a form of social media, YouTube. Yeah? Social media?
Yeah, I think that comes into that category, yeah.
I, as sad as it may seem, spend quite a few hours on the platform. And
even more now.
Yeah. It's a really great way of finding entertainment for me. Like, it really distracts me throughout the day, and it can really. I fall asleep with YouTube on, like, because, you know, I like the noise, and I don't know. YouTube is a really great thing for me personally. So I'm inclined to agree with it's been a good thing.
So you're going with yes, it's good as well.
Yes, but I definitely do have some very strong opinions on the negative side as well.
Yes, yeah.
I would like the world to be a different place in terms of how it does perceive social media and how it perceives everyone else on social media. I don't know how many times I've said social media in the past, like 20 minutes. But, you know, it.
Yeah, I think that little section there, that's 15 to 20 minutes. That's not bad. We
not bad at all.
We condensed that quite a bit, actually. I thought we were going to
go
for a little bit longer than that. We did all right there.
I think I could run for about an hour if I just spilled my mind on everything. Yeah.
If you guys want to see a separate podcast where we kind of go back, and we'll probably reiterate a few things, but if you want us to do a separate one entirely for that and actually get some facts and this, that and the other behind it, then let us know, and we can look into doing that.
Definitely.
But you know, for the time being, that was a good little section. I do actually have a couple of little questions on the end, not related to anything we've done, but I'm just going to surprise you with them. I've got a couple of little questions.
Right.
So, would you rather questions?
Okay.
You know, we said we'd do it. We haven't had any sort of response on that yet.
Yeah.
But we'll chuck it in there, see what happens. First one. Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Ooh. That's an interesting one.
So you cannot speak at all, or you cannot read a single thing.
Whew. I'd lose the ability to speak, personally.
speak? Okay.
Because reading is a form of entertainment. You can keep you busy while you can't speak.
I think personally I'd go for reading.
Yeah. How come?
Now, I don't know how that would leave me in actual fact, because obviously a lot of jobs and that sort of thing are going to come under reading.
Yeah.
And just uploading it to YouTube, we do a hell of a lot of that.
Yeah, definitely.
But if I couldn't speak, I don't know how.
You'd have to get a building job, mate.
yeah. Well, I think it'd be difficult to kind of voice myself.
Yeah.
If I couldn't, and I could still get other people to give me a hand if they if they wouldn't mind give me a hand with that. But I don't know. I find that quite an interesting one. I think you can kind of sway either way,
definitely.
And neither would be a bad option. Yeah. Because you can still. I would assume you can't write either if you can't read. I would assume it would come under that.
Yeah. That's a good shade, actually. Yeah.
So you'd have to get other people to write for you, or or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what was the other one? Let me try and find it.
Feel free to answer these in the comments, by the way, guys.
Here we go. Would you rather be able to talk to land animals, animals that fly, or animals that live underwater?
Oh man, that's a really good question.
If you're like, would you rather speak to animals or speak another language?
Yeah.
But this is a more sort of direct.
First of all, octopuses, jellyfish, they're aliens, simple as. They are.
I wouldn't want to speak to one of them anyway. I think they'd be really weird.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, would we be speaking English and would they be speaking English back to me or what? Or would I be speaking jellyfish?
I don't know actually. Hold on, let me see if it actually says anything.
Or would I be speaking pigeon language? Like, would I be meowing at a cat or what?
I mean, it doesn't say anything on this. I guess you would just speak English, and then they'd hear it as they would speak back, and you'd hear it as English.
I'm not sure why it particularly matters, to be honest, but oh man, there's so many interesting creatures under the sea, but they all freak me out. I don't want to be
My thing would be, how would you go under the water to speak to them?
Scuba gear, obviously. Just get your bucket and spade, go to the beach and dive in. Like. Oh man, I don't know, because there's so many land animals, or so many animals that can fly, and so many animals on the ocean. Oh man, I'm going to choose animals that can fly.
Any reason?
I was so close to picking animals under the sea because there's so many interesting ones, but animals that can fly because they're all the specific animals like birds. They stick in groups and they're always they're family. And I find that interesting. I want to hear from a seagull how it is to steal an ice cream out of a children's hand.
I'd go with land animals if I'm honest, because I would absolutely love to be able to talk to my dog.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
I think that would be absolutely awesome. Regardless of any other animal, I think speaking to my dog would be the sickest thing.
Imagine, that's actually sick. Yeah, read that.
I think all of them would be cool options.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like obviously because I'd have a connection with the dog a bit more than a random like other animal.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also like to potentially find out the ability to fly. So if any pigeons are listening, feel free to hit me up. The secret formula.
Get them on DM.
Yeah, please. I just man, yeah.
But yeah, that was the two I had for this one.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
a good way to end it.
I think that concludes the podcast, right?
I'll let you sign off this time.
Oh, very nice. I'm the man in charge now, am I? I mean, without giving too much away. Without giving too much away, you're normally the dominant one, but all right.
I mean, make of that what you will in the comments.
Well, yes. So make sure to subscribe, comment what we've talked about. If you have any strong opinions, any thoughts, and make sure to like the video, guys. It's been a pleasure recording this one with you, Matthew.
Thank you very much. Likewise.
Yeah. See you in the next one. Tune in on Thursdays at 7 p.m. weekly.
Yeah, we have been told that we didn't say it in the last one, so we're
Yes.
making sure. Thursdays, 7 p.m.
Be there or be square.
Peace.
Bye.